I'm not here to knock anybody because
you started crying yet? Are you gonna start crying? Start crying?
Shut the up. Who's gonna cry? Who's gonna choke in the final 3 times in a row? Who's gonna lose Big Brother and not win a bag of money? Who's gonna ride the girlfriend's coattail? Who's gonna date a girl for a fan base? You
Go
bitch,
cry in the Go cry in the corner.
Who's gonna cry? I'm crying to the bank. You can't relate, bitch.
Laurel, did you consider Theresa a threat before this game?
No, never.
Yeah, she would say that. You would say that.
I mean, we've seen her. She won her first elimination for the first time. Good job.
You be partners with Jasmine on one challenge. Do it.
I will be. She's actually really good.
Yeah.
You gonna cry?
I can't. Yeah.
Laurel. What?
Nice.
Okay.
No, let it fly. Let it fly.
Yeah. Let it rip.
She's about to cry. Why
Teresa?
did you cry, Theresa?
Why don't I punch you right now?
Sit down.
You guys,
No, because it would only
no
be
violence.
Yeah, it would only be my
You're
character
sweating
that
because
would
you're
hurt.
scared.
No, or there's like lights here. Shut up.
Wow.
I'm sweating.
Is there something
way.
going on here?
She says like that and then won't back it up. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of
punching
hitting
me
you on
in the
TV.
face?
I am better than that.
Really? Why'd
Yes.
you say it then?
Because
Why'd you say
I'm not
it?
going to hit you.
You'll say it?
What makes you so crazy around Laurel?
She's just stupid. It's just,
It's one way to put it.
It's one of
That's
those
a
things she
great
thought
thought.
she was just like automatically going to walk into this house and just like go about it. And everybody was kind of like okay with it. And I wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be like, yes, Laurel, please. Feel
That's
free.
not the
Here's
case.
a free
Teresa plays a dirty game,
$125,000.
and you
No.
get the
I was gonna vote the way I wanted to vote. And Johnny Bananas starts yelling at me. And he was like, Theresa, don't do it. Don't do it.
more nervous than
So-
Laurel?
Banana makes me nervous
Yes,
too.
because he's the one person in this game that I actually trust.
The very first time when she rallied for Laurel and then backed out of it, the reason why I was so annoyed is because like week 1 and 2 before that, she would come into the room when her team won and be like, oh my God, like this is who I'm voting in. And then deliberation would come and she wouldn't do it. So by the time it happened with the Laurel thing, that's when I was fed up. But by respecting her as a person, as a friend, I don't do the shady where I go and tell people. I come to you and say, this is my problem, like this is what's going on. And I thought we had even squashed it. So in the next week when she's like, Devin's a friend, no, you're a person because you didn't even tell me you had a problem. Even at the very end when she went home, I wrote her a letter and like got her a present because I was like, I really value you as a person. Like I thought it was so squashed. Then she goes and blocks me and Nani on Twitter where we're not even saying anything. And Nani and I were both like, what
I
is
was
this?
done with
Like,
everything. I blocked, I got rid of everyone. Sorry, I unfollowed everyone from the
No,
show.
not unfollowed,
Because I was
blocked.
over it, yes.
Two
Like I
different
was
things.
over it. 'Cause I understand, like I did up. I shouldn't have changed my vote.
Is it hard? I mean, I felt like you were starting to
No,
well up
I
a little
just,
bit.
I get like upset because I'm not a liar.
Cara, you texted a group chat saying Angela and Faith were extremely thirsty thoughts. But you've hooked up in the house before too. Why are you throwing other women under the bus?
You messy as bitch.
Guys,
I'm bringing up the topic. You said you can't talk about coming after. Don't even do that. I need to hear you better. I need to hear you better. None of us on this stage, none of us on this stage could talk about women saying
Ask the question, she should be able to answer.
All right, I want her to
She's
answer
sparkly ass answering the question for her. Rufio got it. Rufio got it, bitch.
guys, if everyone will let Cara answer the question, we could all hear it. Cara, please.
I actually love Hook. That was a good movie, and I love Rufio.
And you like being hooked.
Totally down.
Hooked on. So stop talking that. So stop talking that.
Okay, so here's what happened. Jose he was setting together like a music video. So he had me, Angela, Natalie, and Paulie in a chat. So in a private text message, I had seen the episode and I was like, before they did, I was like, Natalie, this is what you kind of come across as. Paulie, this is what you kind of look like in this situation. And I was like, oh yeah, and Angela and Faith kind of look like thirsty thoughts, right? When they were bragging about trying to hook up with Paulie and Kyle for themselves in the game. In a private chat. Angela took that, sent it to all.
I did.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
When I sent it to my partner,
Can I just reaffirm what I said?
You're messy, because you're the one that's talking about your partner to me. It's not about you. Stay out of it.
Cara, do you feel like you owe anybody an apology at all?
Doctor on set.
They just confirmed what I said.
All right, these people. All right, we're gonna need to take a break, everybody. Things are getting heated. Everybody's gonna calm down. These people are cutthroat, but they're also horny.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the money and run, Teach. clapping to that. Don't clap. Why are we clapping?
So, Bananas, what was your first thought when you heard TJ offer this up?
This is the first time that they've presented me with an opportunity to actually have a win that has the possibility of, you know, changing my life and bettering my future. And I know what I did was bold, but in my eyes, it's no different than what Sarah did to me. And had she not pulled the move that she pulled in the past, and had we not had a fractured relationship, my decision might have been different. But then we wouldn't be rivals in the first place, right?
Right.
Her focus was always on the win, and she was always about the win. And
I was about my team winning.
And I'm about the money.
Just to clarify.
So if we're really going to look at it, then we both got what we wanted. She got her win, and I got my money, and
but
here
you
we
sure
are.
did give me a kind of a little bit of a hard time for
And
this.
at the end of the day, you know what? Hey, I can justify what I did using 8 words that I've used and that she's used, and that's all is fair in love, war, and challenges. So
That's
there you
awesome,
go.
and I just want to interject for 1 second.
I won't say anymore.
You have a partner like Sarah who pretty much carried your team.
Okay, look, Devin.
And let's be
easy,
realistic
buddy.
here.
Easy.
Let's be realistic here. She carried your team. She carried you.
She carried me.
And at that point,
Without you know what? Without her, I could have done it. But hold on, without me, she couldn't have done it either. Okay?
No, she couldn't have done it.
We carried each other.
But here's the
We
difference.
carried each other.
Here's the difference.
We carried each other.
Put yourself with any other partner on this stage and tell me you win that final.
Question.
No chance.
How many?
No chance.
How many finals?
Sarah
hold
won
on.
that final.
How many finals? Hey,
Sarah won that
hold on.
final. Bottom line.
Hold on. I love how we're talking about this as if I've never been to a final, if I've never won before. I've won more finals than everyone on this stage combined, dude.
Exactly.
And guess what? And I've been paired up with other people than her.
Johnny.
So it's not like I can't win without her.
No,
I've
it's not
won
like
with
you can't
everyone
win
I've been
without
paired
her.
up with.
It's not like you can't win without her.
Wait, let's just
Okay,
it's like you didn't
Johnny's
have one without her.
Devin,
on
Johnny's
this
the
one.
king.
I'm a
Nobody
rotten
wins.
banana.
Sarah.
I'm
You
a
won
rotten
because of me.
banana.
Everybody shut up except Sarah, because we haven't heard from her yet, okay?
Well, guess what? I don't have anything to say. So, go ahead.
You obviously
Well,
do.
that's it.
So
No, I'm good.
throw it out
Hold
there,
on,
Sarah. Go
Sarah.
ahead.
It's a game. In the end of the day, it's a game.
Here's the thing. This
it's
is what
about the
I
money.
love about this situation is, okay, when Sarah did it to me, it was a game. You know what? I'm separating friendship from a game. Sarah drew that line. Why is it when I do the same thing in reverse, it's so much worse?
Sarah, is it the same thing?
No.
Explain why not.
I know I'm good. I'll
Because you're
explain all that.
partners.
No.
Two
This is
partners
your first
over 2 partners.
This is your first challenge,
way
Devin.
different than
All right.
one member of a
All right.
partnership over the other one. I don't need to be on 13 challenges to figure out that over your teammate is a move.
Nani, let me talk to you because you've worked with Bananas before. What do you think about the whole situation?
The whole season, all you see is Johnny, like, gassing her head up, like, you're such a great partner, we're such good friends, like, yada, yada, yada. They mended everything that they, you know, had in the past, and just how it ended, I just feel like, yeah, it's kind of a slap in the face, but it's almost like, in his eyes, he's looking at it like, you did it to me, so now I'm gonna do it to you, and you can't say anything about it.
Do you think Bananas would have done this to you?
100%.
I would have done it to my own mother, to be honest. If
But
we're really
you know
going to call
what?
a spade a
You
spade.
know what? Remember when I
thought
said
you weren't
that?
going to say anything. I thought you weren't going to say anything.
I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing any of this shit. This is exactly what I didn't want to do. I'm so done. I'm so done.
Sarah, calm down.
No, I'm seriously. I swear to God, you put that.
Dude, what I say makes sense, at least?
What?
At least what I said, did it make sense?
You're gonna look bad either way.
I get it.
And then why
but
you guys
no,
are
and I'm
co-signing back here,
taking
too.
and I took responsibility. I said no matter what I do, it was a bold move. I'm gonna be vilified. But
you both have points of view.
I can't handle this. I'm seriously gonna. I swear to God, if you don't. I'll just do this. I'll do this. I'll take my clothes off, and then you won't be able to film that. Seriously?
This is the whole point of these, so that you can say, hey, look, I know you're gonna think whatever, but you say what you have to. You're entitled to that. Absolutely.
What did you tell me earlier? Speak your mind. It's to say.
exactly.
You
You have
the
support.
same
You have- you have-
thing.
these two-
We're right
these two have
there.
your-
We are right
We'll all walk
there.
out.
all right, anyone else on this stage can talk, but this guy that accomplished nothing the entire season.
Dude, he's a
drama queen, man.
You're fine. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're intelligent. You got this.
I'm looking at it like you were partners, and she
On a
helped
television
win.
show.
Yeah.
And I
Okay,
helped her win.
Okay,
and I
we're
helped her
talking
win.
on a television
And you want to
show.
know what? And on X's too, which you weren't present for.
You helped her, and she helped you, which is why you should have split the money.
Yeah, I'll sit here.
All right.
We're switching seats.
All right. We're gonna switch.
I'm gonna sit over here. Everybody give Sarah a round of applause for coming back. Sarah, I really appreciate you coming back because I know there's a lot going on, a lot of emotions. What are you going through?
It wasn't so much about the money as it was like I felt like a fool. I felt like he did such a good job really making me feel like we were friends. When we did X's 2, you said, I would have never done that to you because we're friends and I wouldn't do that when there's a friendship. And I felt like we had rebuilt that friendship and you did something that was, in my mind, way worse because I didn't steal your money. I sent you into an elimination where maybe you would come back, but gave you an opportunity to still win. You gave me zero opportunity when I worked with you and made a lot of sacrifices for you. Like, I stuck it out there when I have a husband at home. I have, you know, a career I'm trying to start and a life I'm trying to build the same way you are.
And I don't.
We both, no, why do you think I just said the same way you are? Stop! Let me talk! Why do you turn everything into a poor Johnny situation?
It's not. You're turning this into a poor
"And
Sarah
I don't."
situation. This whole speech has been about poor Sarah.
Bananas, did you think that your decision was going to affect Sarah like this emotionally?
I don't think it should have. And the reason why is because I felt if anyone on this stage or if anyone in America could have sympathized or empathized with it, it would have been her.
And I'd just like to say that in this situation, I 100% side with him.
What?
Anyone on this stage that didn't split the money is an ass, except for earmuffs, except for Bananas in this situation. Other than that, he's still a rotten scumbag, banana, rotten bull piece of ass. But in this one situation, and I side with Sarah in 99 out of 100 of these situations, and I've got her back, and a part of my heart is with her, and I feel bad, and she should be emotional. But if you look at all the data and you put it next to each other, he didn't do anything worse to her that she did to him.
How are we comparing one team over another team as the same thing with a partner over another partner? How is that even in the same conversation?
Because they weren't partners.
It makes no sense.
He played her the whole
the
game.
Whole time.
No, the whole game.
We didn't know it the whole game. We didn't find out until we went to the final.
Okay, guys, Sarah, is there anything that Bananas can say to make this right?
You can write her a check.
Oh, talk her up. Talk her up. Oh, walk off. Get the out of here.
I feel like this because, like, you know, when you're like, I don't know if people felt like this, but when they were a little kid and, you know, the cool kids like you, there's like that little part in the back of your head that thinks, like, is it all a joke? Are they gonna, like, invite me to some place and then, like, not show up? And that's kind of what happened. It's like, I was like, you know, I believed that, you know, he meant what he said. I believed that I was friends with, you know, all these, like, the cool kids. And then, you know, or
They're
whoever.
not cool.
I know, whoever he writes.
You got duped because they're not
You
cool.
know, and so what
They're the
what
cool
really
kids now,
hurts
but
is it
fast
felt
forward
like,
in real life, the cool kids are all working at like fast food joints and stuff, and Bananas is gonna be doing the same at 40.
Everything that I said to you, Sarah, whether you want to believe it or not, throughout the series of this show was true. Did that plot twist, was that something that we knew about from the beginning of the show? No. We would have went to a final,
But then
me and
you
you.
sat through the whole final and you told me not to worry
me
about
and
it.
you, because you know
tricked
why?
me that
No,
night. You said,
I-
Sarah, go to sleep. Don't worry. We're going to be well rested. We're
I
going to
did
split
not
it.
want-
You tricked me the whole time
Here's
for that
why,
final.
Sarah. I did not want the ball in your court. And you know why? Because the last time the ball was in your court, you f***ed me.
I would
Okay?
have never in a
And you
million
say
years
that, but
taken
how
that
am I
money.
supposed to know that? How am I supposed, after you've already done it to me
Yeah, but the ball
once?
was in your court and you could have been
All
a
right.
bigger person.
At the end of the day,
But
this
you
is all
chose
that
to
I'm
be
saying.
not.
Everything that I said to Sarah about our friendship being rekindled and
I
about
don't believe
loving
a
her.
word, though.
You know what? Why would I have said that then? What reason would I have said to have? What reason would I have said? What reason would I have?
For
Like I give a f. Everyone hates me already. Like I give a f, Sarah.
I believe that you
All
could
I'm
have
saying,
known
Sarah,
that
is
was
that me
what
and
would
you
happen
worked
in the end.
together. I thought, rekindled a friendship, and then they
I
put
thought so,
some
too.
evil plot twist in at the end that, you know what, I took advantage of.
You're right.
And now any excuse or rationality you have for being upset with me is just gonna make you look like a hypocrite.
All right, next subject. Let's go on to some funny.
We're gonna wrap this up, all right? I know it was tough for both of you to relive this, so let's get a round of applause for Rivals 3 champs, Sarah and Bananas.
So, Cara, on Instagram, you said you regret not pushing Nani's face in for messing with your man. You still feel the same way?
I feel like we have a problem, and like I have this own problem, like where I have to restrain myself as well. But like as women, we should not be attacking men expecting like because they can't hit us back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like if she goes over and swings at Paulie,
I didn't
at
swing
that
at
point,
Paulie until he
literally
body
just-
checked me.
If I saw you do that, I would have right the
You
up.
wouldn't have done.
Nani,
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
You wouldn't have done.
Nani,
Sure.
Nani, at least I have respect.
least
Hold on,
you
wait,
and
wait,
I are
wait,
able
wait.
to communicate.
At least
Even
I have-
after.
Nani,
no,
you
hold
are
on, hold on.
forgiving
It's not
of
that.
anybody
Hold
who's
on.
got a. I already
Nani.
know what you do, calling him drunk, trying to get with him.
Stop.
Are you kidding me?
Nani.
Me and Paulie know what you
Nani.
do. Me and Paulie already know what you do.
Nani.
I know what
Me
you
and
do,
Paulie
Nani.
FaceTime for hours
He
because-
tells me
because we're
I know.
cool, Cara. We're cool.
You're not cool.
We can get past
you
that.
said because he's gonna. You hate me.
Cara, you just said that Nani's trying to bang Paulie?
There have been comments exchanged. I will not get into it, but I know the things that you've said, Nani.
Oh, really? You
I know the things you've said.
Do you know the
It's
thing
not
Paulie has said about you?
Why are you going
Yeah, because that's not my style, bitch. That's not my style.
What is he saying?
I'm not.
Relax. First of all,
Did you-
that wouldn't
did
be
you
something
tell her
said.
that?
No.
Okay,
And
so
second
then
of all,
you're.
hold on.
This is all
Hold on.
something that you're coming up
Hold
with.
on.
That's not what he tells me.
So you're saying that you told 2 different females 2 different stories. That sounds very unlike you, Paulie.
It's obvious this isn't getting resolved today, so we're gonna just keep it moving.
Devin, how badly did Bananas' comments about your dad hurt you?
At the end of the day, when you take a low blow like that at somebody, it speaks volumes to your character.
What did I say?
Bananas, did you mean what
Hold
you
on.
said?
What did I say?
You said, you're pathetic. I hope that the apple fell far from the tree.
That's part of what I said. What came out of my mouth was he would be embarrassed to see the way that you're acting right now. And yes, I hope the apple fell far from the tree because you're a piece of
Never say that.
You're a piece of
You should never say that.
He is.
That's what a bad person is. You're a bad person.
What are you gonna do? What are you
Go
gonna
ahead.
do?
Say it again.
What are you gonna do?
Say it again.
What are you gonna do?
Say it again.
Do something.
Say it
I dare you.
Say it again.
I dare you.
Say it again.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you.
Pussy.
I wish you would have. I would have yoked that kid up so fast. He wasn't gonna do anything.
He's leaving.
Good for you, Devin. Love you, baby.
This is ridiculous. Dad died 10 weeks ago, and you're gonna, that's just.
It was never, here's the thing. I think it's more authentic to not have a conversation on camera because I don't want this to look like
No,
it's
you
part of the show.
you said you would not say it on
Ashley,
camera. You
shut
said that.
the up for 5 seconds. What I told,
said one word.
what
I
I
said
told,
one
what
word
I
till
said
now.
to him, the challenge house is, what it does to your psyche and what it does to your mind is up. If I ever lost a family member, and if I ever lost a loved one, I would be as far away from this challenge house as possible for a long
Well, that's good.
Stop.
Can I go far
Stop.
away from
Stop.
this? Because I'm gonna go. That's
business. It's
dumb.
none of your business.
That's sick.
Don't bring
He's a
up his family.
Sick human being to talk about
Don't
someone's
bring up
dad
his
that
family.
died. That's not right. That the whole 100 bill is back there co-signing with everything Johnny Bananas says. I can't do it. It's so wrong what they're doing to you right now, and I.
If someone followed me around the house for an hour and a half in my face, not letting me fall asleep in my bed, I'm acting much worse than he did.
Yeah, I'm done.
From the old school. Okay. All right.
I just cleared off the whole stage.
Party started. Let's go.
Everyone's pretty upset. We're gonna try and get people back here.
Tell me what I said to you that was that wrong, Devin. Tell me. Devin, you wanted me to do something stupid. You wanted me to hit you. You wanted me to do something that was gonna level the playing field because you were afraid your partner was gonna go home. All right? And I snapped. But I didn't do it in the way you thought I was going to.
You think I'm worried about my partner going home now? I'm standing right here.
What what's
I'm
the end
standing
game
right here, Johnny.
What's the end game here, Devin?
You've been wanting to put your hands around my neck.
You
since
haven't
vendetta.
answered my question.
So let's do it. Stand
listen.
up, you pussy.
No, because Devin, I'm not gonna fight you. You're an idiot. I'm a adult. I'm not gonna
Stand
fight
up.
your ass. How many times did I walk
Keep
away
yelling.
from you? You followed me out of my room. You followed me up to the kitchen. Me out of the house talking.
You spineless little
Exactly.
bitch.
So you can't have logical arguments. You got to start calling names.
Say you're sorry now while this camera's
I was
around.
over it.
With a mic on. Say you're sorry
I
now.
told you, Devin, what I said was out of line, okay? And I was sorry for what I said.
So why are you bringing it back up?
You brought it up.
You're saying the exact same thing you just.
You said my apology was worse because it wasn't on camera. Because
No.
I feel like a real apology takes place off camera, dude. Because I wasn't doing it for the camera, and I wasn't doing it for the storyline. Did I walk into the room when
Be
you
a
were
man
sitting?
and apologize.
Did I walk into the room when you were sitting there and say anything? No. So I'm sorry that what came out of my mouth wasn't the most poetic statement, and I'm sorry if that offended you, and I'm sorry if you took that the wrong way. Okay? I truly am.
So that's my apology.
I'm sorry, Devin.
That's what I get.
I'm sorry. Okay?
That's what I get.
Listen. All right. Fine. Whatever.
Listen, I'm not here to knock anybody because
Have you started crying yet? Are you gonna start crying?
Start crying? Shut the Who's gonna cry? Who's gonna choke in the final 3 times in a row? Who's gonna lose Big Brother and not win a bag of money? Who's gonna ride the girlfriend's coattail? Who's gonna date a girl for a fan base? You bitch, shut the up.
Go cry in the corner.
Who's gonna cry? I'm crying to the bank. You can't relate, bitch.
You looked at Paulie as a big brother. How'd it feel that he swore on your friendship and then betrayed you?
And honestly, it upsets me. The fact that he disrespected me so much, there's no repairing that.
Like, was there any chance that you wouldn't have thrown bananas in?
The thing was, I knew that if I allowed him to gather everything again, he's a very, very dangerous player. And if he didn't miss, if there wasn't a technicality on what happened with Laurel, the next shot was coming my way. And the same way you had to take a shot at Wes, I had to take the shot right then and there, and it swung the momentum of the game 100%, and not one single person on the stage can disagree with that.
I would protect this guy all the time. You disrespected me to the point that I had to find new friends because you treated me like every day, and they saw it. You called me a Cuban emotional piece of
out of your
a Cuban emotional piece of
because you are emotional.
Twice.
You're emotional. I'm not lying.
How the am I supposed to respect you and be a friend with you? Are you
He's
joking?
emotional.
I don't. This is the thing.
Did you guys all have minds of your own?
Paulie, you have proven.
You weren't the only friend.
You have proven time
Ain't the
after
only
time that
friend.
your word means.
And
So for anybody to trust you,
Nine
idiots,
of
because you're
them.
basically the
Nine
new
of
West.
them.
Your
Nine
word
of
means
them.
in this game.
1, 2,
Your word
3, 5, 6,
Listen, at the end of the
7,
day,
8. Half the stage.
And I'm glad they
Goddamn
beat you.
untrustworthy.
And I'm glad they beat you. Yeah. Yeah. All four of you. I'm glad you flopped.
Damn, it's so
Paulie
untrustworthy.
got some moves.
Woo! So untrustworthy, Josh. God damn, I'm so untrustworthy.
Is that Michael Jackson or is
Goddamn,
that
I'm so
Paulie?
untrustworthy. Woo!
All right.